Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk Legacy. My name's Noah Mitchell, and I'm the Senior Learning Experience Designer here at Legacy FM. And today, I want to talk about some of the fears that I've had since getting into a senior level role or a leadership position. And really, when I say fears, there's one in particular that I want to share with you. Now, whenever you get into a senior level role or some sort of position where you have to take on various leadership duties, maybe it's coaching, maybe it's onboarding, something to that nature. I don't know about you all, but there was definitely a lot of fear and anxiety and worry on my part. And a lot of that really stemmed from my personal anxiety anyway, that I deal with on a daily basis, but also just out of this desire to want to do the best possible job that I can. Innately, I have this tendency, I guess it's part of my personality, that I really just want to do right by people and I want people to like me. I guess to put it bluntly. And so that means I'm really always trying my hardest to please people. And I'm sure some of that comes from my days as a server, where literally the motto of the company that I worked at was pleasing people. You all can look that up on Google if you're wondering where that is. So whenever I got the offer from Legacy FM to move into sort of this higher position that I'm in now as the Senior Learning Experience Designer, and I'm only going to talk about this one thing because there are several things that went through my mind, but the one thing that scared me the most was like, oh man, here we go. I'm now, responsible for making sure that I facilitate this new person coming in, facilitating their growth and making sure that I offer them the resources that they need, and ultimately making sure that I'm just adding value to them and to their experience here at Legacy FM. And I'll tell you why that scared me. Here's that thing. My fear was that this person would be smarter, faster, and just flat out better than I was. And I don't know why it scared me as much as it did, but that fear in my mind was that, oh man, especially if I help this person, which I'm going to, they're going to end up being like way better than me. And some of that comes from my own thoughts about myself and my self-consciousness, of course. But it comes from other aspects as well. And it worried me. And over time, what I have realized, and here's the turning point of this video, I'm going to make it quick. Over time, what I've realized through various articles that I've read, courses that I've taken, and even recently conversations that I've had, both with that new person that was hired, Hillary Landrum, and also with my boss, Lindsay Brackett, I have realized that being a leader, or really even being in a leadership position or a coaching position, doesn't mean that you get to be the smartest person in the room or that you have to be. It doesn't mean that you have to be the fastest. And it doesn't even mean that you have to be the best or better at that thing that you're doing. Really, what it means is that you have to be willing to give yourself to that person in a way that, as I mentioned earlier, facilitates their growth experience and to help them to help inject positivity into their path and to help them, achieve each milestone. When they come to you with things that they need help with, offer them that advice, offer them those tips, and help them troubleshoot and get through whatever it is. And I think that in my case, what I'm going to realize is that, yes, some of the people that come in that are new are definitely going to end up being better than me at what I do. But here's the kicker. There's always going to be someone out there who's better at you than something. And so if I can't be better at, the development aspect of instructional design or the analysis aspect of instructional design, then I'll tell you what I'm going to at least try to be the best at. And that's going to be coaching people and giving them an opportunity to shine. And what I've found, and this has resonated really with me my entire life, is that I really love to see other people shine. I love to hear when other people have huge successes. I love to see whenever they've taken the next step in their careers or whatever goal it is that they've put into place. One example that comes to mind that's not even in instructional design was when I was waiting tables. A lot of times you would have people come through with $20 tips, really big tips. And, they'd be super excited about it. So they want to share it. Well, other servers a lot of times would get like aggravated and they'd be like, oh, well, I'm not getting that. So something must be wrong with my tables. That was never the case for me. I was always, I won't say always, but I'd say 95% of the time, I was always super happy with what I was getting. And when those people would come through the door with $20 tips, I would be like, yes, this is awesome. You did awesome. You're awesome. And you're doing such a great job. And so I see that now. I see that personality or that perspective in the work that I'm doing now. Because there have already been several occasions where, for example, Hillary Landrum has just completely blown me away with some of the realizations that she has and perspectives that she has coming from this teaching background. And it's been incredible. And yes, at times I'm intimidated. And Hillary, yes, you can take that and write it down and record it and keep it forever. But what's really more meaningful to me is whenever I can help her out in any way that I can and to help her shine in the way that I know that she can. And so there you go. The number one fear that I have about being a leader turns out to not be a real fear at all, because I can channel that in a way that helps me help other people be better versions of themselves. And in a funny way, it helps me be a better version of myself. So it's a win-win situation, right? Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Hope you all have an amazing day, and we'll see you next time.